Hello everyone, FSG here, hope you're all doing well. We have got a beauty of a tractor to show you today, and this I think is timed perfectly to come out because it just is perfect for the Kinlaig map. Probably one of the staple workhorse tractors that you'll find in the UK, so delighted to be able to bring it to you. Is of course Dince Modding's 6M medium frame 2024 series, and I know we've done his 8Rs already. This is outstanding, absolutely outstanding. He is definitely putting himself up there as one of the best tractor modders we have in game. We'll have a look at it in a little bit more detail in the store in a minute, but just before we start, let's just have a little look at some of the details. I wanted to show you particularly things like this. All the hydraulic lines and all of that set up there for the front hitch, absolutely glorious. And then some of the details that he's added to this are well worth looking at. So we'll wander up to it here. You'll see we've got interactive control here. So again, one of the things I want you to pay attention to, that little green lever there, what's the light on the indoor as well, and the noise. So have a listen to this. Hear the little hiss there from the hydraulic piston, and again when you close it, and the door sound, so good. You can fold the mirrors in as well here, there we go, and pop them back out. And of course you can remove the front fenders if you want as well. So that is it from the outside. Again, beautifully modelled tractor as well. The detail on it is really second to none. But if we jump inside, it gets even better. Right, here we are in the cab. Let me just shut the door. Of course, interactive control, a PC mod. So we are looking at the PC version here today, but I believe this is coming to all platforms. We have got the body seat there. You can fold up and down. We have the armrest here, up and down. These windows as well. Look at the little animation on that. How good is that? You can raise your wheel, lower your wheel. You can move your wheel closer to you or further away, which is a nice touch. You've got your indicators left and right. You can put your high beams on this side. We've got the rest of your lights. You can click through them. There we go. Back to normal. You've got the key there to start it, which we'll do in a second. The other door, again, listen to that sound. So good. Cruise control here. You can move your seat backwards and forwards as well. And then here we have got your beacons, which you won't be able to see from in here, but if I jump out quickly, you can see your beacons are going. Let's turn those back off. Then you've got your rear work lights. I believe that is your inside light. So if you look just up here, oh no, that's there. That one there operates that little indoor light there. So this will be for one of your other sets of lights, which I'm guessing I can't really see from in here in the daytime. But we have got another set of lights that we can switch on and off. In fact, there you go. It's your high up work lights. Very nice. And then this one is your emergency hazard lights. So those are on as well. Of course, rear window opens and closes. Let me turn those hazards off again. Again, this side window opens. We've got the radio here, which I won't put on. And then we've got this cover over the panorama roof. Now, I think if we had the opening roof, you would have another IC control element for that as well. So many elements in here. He's done such a wonderful job. Right, let's power it up and you can hear the engine. Nice little animations on the screens there as well, and like I said, you now have your cruise control there should you want it. But what a beautiful machine. What a beautiful machine. Right, we should probably jump in the store now and have a look at some of the options on it. So of course you'll find this in medium tractors. We'll go right down to the bottom here, and there it is. John Deere 6M medium frame 2024. 6M series 145 to 185. Starting at a very I don't know, I think that's reasonably priced, 115,000. So in we go. So with each engine size, you have the command quad and you have the auto power gearboxes. So you've got the 145, 6M145, which is 171 horsepower. Then you go up to the 155 with command pro and auto power. That's 182 horsepower. Then we go up to 165, which is 192 horsepower. Again, with both gearboxes. And then 185, which is 213 horsepower. And again, with both different gearboxes before you go back down to the standard. Wheel brands, the usuals: Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredstein, Nokian, Mitas, BKT, and back to Trelleborg. Now, I'm going to go through the Trelleborgs because they're generally representative of all of them. But you've got standards, you have got medium tyres, you have a second set of medium tyres, you have a third set of medium tyres, bigger front tyres there. Then you go into the wides, and you have got a couple of options for those two. And then you go to your narrows, slightly thicker, but still narrow. And then you've got your wide axle version as well. And then rear twins, twins all round, narrow twins at the back, and narrows all round, and back to normal. Fantastic. And then wheel weights, you've got a couple of options here. You've just got the holder, and then a couple of weight options, 250 and 500. You've got a multiple number of staff hour options, from everything from the holder to the 3000 with RTK, 6000 with RTK, 7000 with RTK, 7500 with RTK, or absolutely nothing at all if you don't want it. Displays, you've got everything from the older displays as well. So the GS2 series all the way up to the 5 Plus. Lights, again, you've got standard LEDs, full LEDs, and back to your standard. You can see the difference in the visual of the standard lights to the LEDs. Roof, we've got standard. We've got an openable top, which puts this latch just here. Openable top with a window. Same again, but with a tint. We've got the panorama window, which is on the one that we were just looking at before, and back to normal. Warning signs now. This is the European version. I know in the past Dince has done additional versions for US, but he obviously has to start somewhere and has started with the European version. So you've got two different versions for the flashes, or you can have none at all. Cabin lights, you've got additional cabin lights in there if you want them. Back additional lights, we'll put them just on the top of the fenders there. Fenders on the front if you want them. And again, if we go back to here, you can have narrow, wide, standard, and very wide fenders at the back for the rear wheels should you want them. Beacons, the usual left, right, and both together. Shield is down at the front here. This is for if you want a front loader. You have got the holder, or you've got yes, which is the full bracket. Exhaust, you have a standard black exhaust, then you've got a chrome tip, fully chromed, or back to all black, and then your attachers going up in steps of 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. You have an additional 900 weight there, and you have the 3-point as well, which we were talking about before. That amount of detail is put into the modelling of that. Beautiful. Very nice. Fuel tank, standard, big, or big and cover. There is no visual difference to these. I could try to find if I could see a visual difference, but it appears it might just be the selection you make will give you a bigger tank in the game. Then we have additional front lights as well, just sitting there on those stalks with the indicators. Top lights as well. You can have top lights or working lights or back to nothing. Front loader attacher. We have the multifunctional joystick, but it doesn't add the actual attacher on here, but you can see that appears in the cab there. If I switch that back off, you can see just here that will turn on. Then we can go to John Deere, which obviously put the brackets for the front loader on there as well, or back to no. And finally, not that this is part of this tractor, but I got told off last time for not showing that it was available. Of course, the Isaria Pro appears if you have precision farming installed. Now, animations, interactive control or mouse control. So if you don't like interactive control or don't use it, you can then shift a lot of those animations to mouse control, which is a nice touch too. So there you go. There's all the choices on the tractor in the store. I think you'll agree. Loads and loads of ways you can customize it. Fantastic. So there we go. Of course, just before we jump back out as well, we did have only the John Deere front loader as an option. So if you don't know which one you're going to pick up, just go down to combinations down here, click on this, and there you go. The 663R is your option, which is base game. Right. There you go. There's all the specs. Let us grab a little bit of equipment here and let us take this for a spin in the field. So there we go, folks. There you have it. Dince Modding 6M medium frame. It is, in my view, one of the best tractor mods we've seen in FS25 so far. Absolutely impeccably designed and built. Fantastic. It is already in testing with Giants, so fingers crossed. And we know it doesn't always go to plan, but fingers crossed with no errors, bugs, or issues. We might be seeing this very soon, so stay tuned. You're going to want to grab this. There is no doubt about it. But for now, from me, thank you very much for watching. Thanks again to Dince for sending this over to me. And I'll see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye for now.